with Di and Danny.
We're here.
Hi guys.
You know, you've been waiting for this one.
We're here. We're in my living room. We're eating food.
With the gals.
The one gal. The other gal.
Eating a salad.
For once we're not eating crap.
So today we're going to answer some questions from you guys. We're going to do Patreon questions first, then other people's. Lots of you have asked the same question, so we're just going to...
We are here to provide
the answers. All the answers to all of your wildest
dreams. All of
dreams.
life is right here. What is the meaning of life? We'll get to it.
Will be answered later.
Shit. It's just for our patrons. Just for the patrons.
They get to know the meaning of life.
Should we start?
Yeah.
I'm
going to spray this everywhere.
Yeah.
Especially when I get passionate.
fine, I'll clean up after you. Okay. Question number 1.
Bing!
Doug. Coke steak.
The visits to different centres have been really cool. Do you guys have any plans to visit any venues outside of London? Any outdoor trips in the works? And finally, which do you prefer? Climbing indoors or outdoors?
Whoa! What's your favourite centre? Oh no, that's not even in the question.
That's not in the question.
I'm just looking at all the different questions, getting overwhelmed.
Well, we are going to Harrowwall, which is what patrons asked us to do, so we're going to go there.
But we have found
A home.
for us DabRats.
Yeah. We've had discussions with
Yonder.
Yeah, we've had
What ho?
Oh.
Yonder.
Hark! Just yonder. We're gonna be chilling out at Yonder a little bit more. We love it there. So
The wall's
that's
great.
good.
The vibes are only good. The people are only good. Top notch people there.
By only good, do you mean there's no bad, or like they're only kind of good?
Right, no, I mean there's no bad, not like they're only okay.
Yeah, only good, not excellent, but only good.
It's just got great vibes, everything is great about them, and we love and feel so safe there.
Yeah.
And they have accepted us into
So who we are.
for who we are. So that we are officially calling Yonder our home gym for the time being.
Yeah, we are going to be going to Font in the new year.
January.
Which we're really excited about.
Whether we can climb.
Yeah, because the weather might be bad. I think a big trip all together in the summer would be sick. So wherever that is, it will be good.
Cool.
Yeah, would you prefer indoors or outdoors?
Oh, outdoors.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, the climbing indoors is just to get good enough so you can do
go
the
outdoors.
outdoors things.
Yeah. I think, like, I love a nice, chilled, warm, cozy climb indoors in the winter when I'm a bit tired, and you know, it's very nice. There's nothing more satisfying than crying your way up a horrible, slopey, sandy... Actually, I'm lying, I hate that so much, but outdoors is where it's at. Definitely.
Okay,
Okay.
next question. Lewis Horsley.
How long have each of you been climbing for, and what got you into it? Loads of people have asked this.
They have.
Seems very popular. Go on, Di.
I've been climbing for officially probably like 2.5 years.
And what got you into it?
My really cool friend Hannah Price.
Oh, really?
She's epic outdoor woman, slash climber, slash paraglider, slash cyclist, and she took me climbing, and she's very cool. And I was like, wow, this is great. So, and I just kept going, and then I met a boy, and then I really got into it. How about you?
Mine's less cool because I feel like it's so typical to start climbing because your boyfriend climbs. But I have to admit that that's how I got into it. And yeah, it was about 3 years ago. that I probably first went climbing, but I completely lost my train of thought. I'm so glad we had the editing. So I started going climbing because I wanted to see him more and hang out more and have more in common. Because, you know, when you like someone, you're like, I want to like what you like because I like you and I want to,
Otherwise, you
want to
probably,
understand you.
To be fair with Tom, you probably would have just
I
never
never would have seen him. When I really got into climbing was when he went away for a few months and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try doing this like on my own and see how it is, and because I felt like maybe there would be something for me there, but I just needed to find my own identity in it, I guess. Then I freaking loved it and I could also see my own progress a bit more because I wasn't always comparing myself to someone like hugely better. So then I moved to London and that was good. It was fun.
That was good.
It was good. But then I had to stop for like 8 months because I had such a bad back injury. I couldn't even walk that much. So I've only been climbing really often, like every single week, for about a year and a half.
Cool. Hope that answered your question. Another one is,
how did you meet?
Jeremy asks, and many others.
Yeah, many others. How did you meet? A day I'll never forget.
So, I was scrolling through Tinder.
No, the other time we met.
Grindr.
I don't actually remember the first time we met.
You know what? I can't imagine a time without.
It's the first time I really remember being like, die, I choose you. Was when we went on holiday together to Font.
Yeah.
But
But
we
it felt like,
met.
but that trip felt like we were already friends.
Yeah.
Even though that was the first time we properly met.
Yeah.
How weird.
No, we definitely had met before because I remember you messaged me about a week before Font saying, I'm really happy you're coming to Font, and also something about and I was like, this is really dodgy, but I'm really glad she feels safe enough around me to say something maybe slightly
How to make friends and not alienate people.
It was really funny and it was so random. And then you're like, glad you're coming to Font.
That seems odd that that's the first text I sent.
I bet I could find it if I scrolled way back.
But the shoe fits. But then officially we met on a trip to Font because the boys decided to go to Font.
And we went.
And we were just side pieces, and then we became the main piece.
Main piece. Apart from that, I couldn't climb the whole time because I had such bad elbow tension.
And I didn't really want to because it was cold and I was hungry all the time. We pretty much just ate the whole time. Cool, that's how we met.
Yeah.
Alex, just Alex,
Just Alex.
asks, where does Annie's nickname Wan come from?
Well, this is, very good question.
I'm surprised no one's asked this like previously.
Yeah, I know, because it is a bit odd sounding. It's a school nickname that I've had since I was maybe 14. Like, a friend just started calling me Wanny, and then that got shortened to Wan, and like most of my school friends from secondary school call me Wan. And for a long time, I didn't even kind of consider that my actual name was Annie. I very, very much answered to Wan. And that was my favourite nickname. My least favourite name was Tranny Longlegs.
Oh my god, that's your new nickname!
No, please no. That's a fantastic nickname.
It's really offensive to all
All
transgender.
Yeah, exactly. For a 14-year-old girl, it's not the nicest name, but it's definitely funny.
That's so horrible. Okay. Toby Hammonds, do you ever top rope or lead climb? Do we ever top rope? When the mood strikes.
I've done a bit of lead. I do really enjoy it. I think I haven't quite got like super comfortable on a rope yet, but I did a 6B the other day, which was pretty good. I think it's good to do a bit of lead. I think it seems like to come from bouldering into lead seems quite good because you tend to be pretty strong, and then you just build the stamina.
Yeah. I used to top rope a lot more. I used to lead a lot more. And then my climbing partner, my belay partner, moved.
Oh.
Then I lost it. I had to go back to bouldering, but now I love bouldering.
So fun. Someone also asked if we do trad.
No, I don't know how to do trad.
I've done 2 trad routes, but I can remember I might have done a couple more.
I don't know how to trad. I would not trust my own judgment on placing equipment.
It's so high maintenance. I have to have so much stuff and it's so expensive.
Also, I can't afford to go trad.
But I'd be down to try some.
Oh, and fun. Oh, bits just fell out my mouth. You said. Do you want to read it? Because I've got bits falling out.
Hello. Questions from me and my partner Izzy. How would you describe your climbing styles? Do you have any tips for not tall people? Sorry, Annie. And how do you... Oh, this is a good question. How do you not get frustrated when you're having a bad climbing day? That's a really good question. So, climbing styles.
Bad? As static as possible.
Yeah. Not excellent.
Great. Because I'm so short, and I hate dynamic movement, but I don't hate it, I'm just really bad at it. I'd love to be able to do dynamic movements. I just do everything really statically. And then, which means I use like...
Which is extra hard for small people.
Which just means I end up using like horrible crimps on footholds, or just like any way to get up. That's basically what I do. What's your climbing style?
I don't know, you tell me, you watch me play. I don't know where that went.
Oh god! I'm gonna find one couscous later. Oh, good.
Tips for being a short climber, though.
Get strong. Basically. Well, I've not got there yet, but I hear it's gonna really change climbing as a short person. For what you lack in height, you gain by strength and intelligent climbing, they call it. So like reading different beta and like doing it just a whole other way, that is easier for short people. Luckily, I'm quite flexible, so that usually involves getting a really high foot somewhere.
See, I would say all the same for being tall. You're not able to like engage the right set of muscles, so you have to be extra strong to compensate for that, but also just having longer levers and stuff you need to be stronger. And same with getting big high feet. Maybe we can learn more from each other than we think.
Na 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 na. And how do you not get frustrated when you're having a bad climbing day? We do.
Oh yeah, I do.
Does that not come across?
Regular
in the videos?
meltdowns.
I feel like we have quite a lot of meltdowns in the videos.
Yeah, I've had so many like emotional meltdowns climbing, especially outdoors, because it's so much scarier and it feels like there's more pressure to get to the top of stuff.
Yeah, outdoors. I just cry every time.
Every time. But I think just remembering that you're there to have fun, because you are. Why else would you be there if you're there not to have fun? Then, you know.
I'm sorry, what's that?
But yeah, that's what
my boyfriend always gets me to do. Have fun.
Yeah, just like stop crying. You're here to have fun. I'm like, oh yeah, and I feel a lot better. So.
My boyfriend just says, "Stop crying! Why are you crying?" and walks away with all the pads. I'm just left in the dust.
Oh god.
Yeah. So you do have frustrating days, but
don't put pressure on yourself.
yeah. The important thing is you're having fun, and it helps if you've got nice people around you.
Yeah, and you're there also. Like you went. That's good.
Went. And every climbing sesh is an improvement.
Yeah.
Cool.
Definitely.
Chris
He's
Rugen.
commented, What kind of problems, types, techniques are most exciting for you?
Well, Chris.
Well, Ruben.
Climbing techniques. Climbing techniques I'm excited about. I love mantling. I do, I really love mantling outside. Like, I love that moment when you flip that hand over and go whoop, and you get over the top. That's my favourite move in climbing. It's the most satisfying.
I just like things that make me feel strong.
That's why you like overhung stuff.
Yeah, I love overhang.
She loves roof climbing.
Yeah.
The loon.
It's so fun.
I think we can just agree that we both hate slab.
Hate it.
There we go.
Moving on.
Dave Hodges asks, so how tall are you each? And what are your wingspans? I'm 6 foot tall and often climb with friends who are 5'4". I can reach the far stuff, but she can do the close in tight bits where I don't fit. That sounds like us.
Yeah, that just described us.
Exactly. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, good job. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1".
I'm 6 foot, almost 4, but I'm 6'3". Sorry, 5 foot. I'm 5 foot. 3.
That's a kind of mental height complex where you actually think you're taller than
I'm 6 foot.
I love it. I'm also 6'4". I do actually have a friend who's about 5'7", and she always thinks she's the same height as me. Like, I am looking down at you. Wingspan.
I have no idea. My ape index is exactly my height.
Yeah, I'm the same.
We're not special in any way. Lashara says, oh, what training do you guys do for climbing or non-climbing? And what's each of your biggest weaknesses and strengths? Also, what's your fave chocolate?
Unrelated, but relevant.
Very relevant. It makes up like 80% of my diet. What training?
Diet. Yeah, several people ask this about training. Do we train? If we do, what do we do?
What's our regime? Well, I can say that I don't do any training. I do some sit-ups occasionally, some push-ups occasionally, sporadically. I can do about 2 pull-ups at one time. And I like to spread them out over several months. Sometimes I'll hang on a fingerboard. I do yoga. That's not really training, but that's just keep fit.
Yeah, I don't do training. I think the best way to get better at climbing is to go climbing. Training can help you improve quickly, but also it's less fun. Yeah, I do Pilates every single day.
Every single day?
Well, I have to because of my back, which we will talk about in a minute when we answer some questions about injuries. But yeah, training, just climb.
If you're a beginner like us, I'm not a beginner, but if you're not like climbing V8s and stuff, I don't think you need to train. And I think some bigger climbers would also tell you, you don't need to train at that level, you just have fun. And the more you climb, the better you'll get. It's on me!
Fucking feed me bits of barley stuff and they just keep spitting them out.
Where has that been? You've been talking for ages.
They got stuck in my teeth.
This is a really good question from Giddy?
Giddy?
We apologise. I'm feeling giddy by this question. What can I do as a guy to make climbing walls as welcoming and safe for women as it is for me? Parenthesis, beyond the obvious things, such as treat them with the same respect I treat men. Even more parenthesis, e.g., don't beta spray, don't hit on them, etc. Close parenthesis, ×2.
Yeah, someone else also asked us what we say to someone if they give us unwanted beta. So for those of you who don't know about this, which sometimes happens to people in a gym, and it can be whether you're a man or a woman, is when someone comes up to you and they tell you some beta, tell you how to do a climb, and you weren't really looking for that advice. You know, maybe you were enjoying figuring it out for yourself.
So passive. Maybe just having fun.
Falling off. Yeah, this has only happened to me like a couple of times.
It happens to me all the time, but I think people feel sorry for me because I look like I'm struggling so much.
I'm just huge. People don't want to come anywhere near me. This is really, really nice question, and I think the fact that you, Giddy, I think the fact you're thinking about this and aware of it means you're probably doing everything you can.
You're probably doing it right.
Yeah, and it's probably not you that would be making anyone feel uncomfortable.
It will be all the others.
It's all the others. Yeah, I would just say treat everyone with respect in your gym.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I have noticed that can happen when it's busy in a centre and when people are kind of jostling to get on the wall, that often the ladies end up getting stepped in front of or pushed back a little bit just because, you know, maybe then they're a bit more polite or a bit more hesitant or maybe a bit more nervous about being watched by everybody. Maybe, you know, this isn't a generalisation. So I'm not saying you should be like, would you like to go first, lady, woman? But, you know, just be aware that you're not like standing in front of someone who's been waiting or that no one else is. And I don't know, I don't think women need to be defended in gyms by other men, but yeah, just be aware of that, maybe. 2, if you are given unwanted beta, best thing to say, if you do want to say something, I would just say, thanks, but I actually was having a really good time figuring it out myself. Yeah.
In the least aggressive way possible.
Yeah.
Or you can just say thanks and just walk off. I do that a lot. I just go, thanks, that's good to know, and then I just go away.
Sometimes I'm just like, huh, and then I leave. I leave and make it very clear that I'm not going to try it anymore. Don't beta spray!
We should get that on a t-shirt. Say it. Don't beta spray it. Cool. Irving, Washington.
Can we have a meetup at Christmas?
Ooh. That's like next month.
Also, if you're a type of bread, what bread would you be? Yes. Amazing.
Christmas, we'll try and make it happen. Will you bring us presents?
Will you bring us the bread that we say we are?
Bring us mince pies.
Bread.
Mince pies.
Yeah, I think that's a really cool idea, and we may or may not be thinking about that.
Yes. But in terms of bread, I'd be something heavy, like a great stocky rye.
Whoa, yeah. A baguette?
I was just gonna say
Long
and
no,
tasty.
but I mean, I'd like to think I'd be one of those damn fine cinnamon buns that we had the other day.
Oh, cinnamon buns.